Good day, world. This report is about the effects of the earthquake. I am writing this report to provide an overview about the effects of the recent earthquake that occurred in Turkey and Syria on February 2023. The earthquake had a magnitude 7.8 and 7.5 on the Richter scale and caused a significant damage and destruction in the affected outline that key impacts observed. First, infrastructure damage. The earthquake resulted in severe damage to buildings, roads, bridge, and other infrastructures. Many structures collapsed or suffered extensive structural damage, rendering them uninhabitable or unsafe for use. The transformation networks experienced disruptions, with roads and highways being blocked by debris, hindering rescue and relief efforts. Second, loss of life and injuries. Unfortunately, the earthquakes led to a considerable loss of life and injuries. The exact number are still being assessed, but initial reports indicate a significant toll of human lives. Rescue operations were immediately launched and to locate and assist the survivors, and medical facilities were overwhelmed by the influx of injured individuals. Third, displacement and homelessness. As a result of the earthquakes, a significant number of people were displaced from their homes. Many buildings are deemed unsafe, necessitating the evacuation of residents. Temporary shelters and emergency housing facilities were established to accommodate those affected, but the demand exceeded the available resources. Fourth, disruption of basic services. The earthquake caused disruption to essential services such as electricity, water supply, and communication networks. Power outages were widespread, making it challenging to provide emergency assistance and hindering communication between affected areas and outside relief agencies. Water supplies systems were damaged, resulting in scarcity and the potential for waterborne disease. Fifth, economic impacts. The earthquake has a severe impact on the local economy. Many businesses were damaged and destroyed, leading to job losses and decline in economy activity. The disruption of transformation networks and the closure of businesses also impacted the supply chain, further exacerbating the economic consequences. Sixth, psychological and emotional impact. The earthquake has left a significant psychological and emotional impact on the affected populations. Survivors, especially those who lost loved ones or their homes, are experiencing trauma and distress. The long-term effects of mental health and well-being are expected to be substantial and require attention and support. And last but not the least, the environmental consequences. The earthquake may have caused environmental consequences such as landslides, soil function, and natural damage habitats. These effects can have long-term implications for the ecosystem and require further assessment and mitigation measures. Immediate response efforts including search and rescue operations, medical aid, and the distribution of essential supplies were initiated by the local authorities and supported by the national and international organizations. However, given the scale of the disaster, sustained efforts are required for long-term recovery and reconstruction. The earthquake in Turkey and Syria has devastating effect, causing infrastructure damage, loss of life, displacement, disruption of basic services, economic setbacks, psychological trauma, and potential environmental consequences. It is essential to prioritize immediate relief It is essential to prioritize immediate relief efforts and establish a comprehensive plan for rehabilitation and reconstruction to aid the affected population and restore normalcy. This is Rachel Saleh reporting.